Anything that's been cut out, I did a while ago.
How long was a while ago?
Months.
Did you guys see the Borderlands 2 VR thing?
I saw the trailer. The trailer was cool.
It didn't really show off VR. It just showed some cinematic.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're like, we know no one's gonna be a huge supporter of Borderlands VR. I mean, I'm sure it's cool, but I'm just still not behind VR.
I think it's still too early for it to really be hype.
I mean, in their case, like, they have an entire section for Game Awards, and all those games are apparently really good.
Did you see the Black Mesa Zen trailer?
Oh yeah, I did.
Of course I did. Are you fucking kidding me?
The fan-made remake, you know what I mean, the restoration one.
It's fan-made? I didn't know that.
The Half-Life Hex thing? Black Mesa Hex? Or something like that?
No, the Zen trailer. I don't know what the Hex thing is.
Or maybe it's Zen and I just...
There, let me. I'll send you the link. Post it in our podcast.
All right. Why'd you put it in the podcast?
Do you want me to put it in your? Do you want me to put it in your stream?
In the doc, yeah, that's why it's there.
I'll put it in the stream. And the
the
I'll
stream.
put it in the
That
doc.
works too.
And the doc.
Put it on your stream now.
Jesus.
Under news, just because I can. Mostly because I don't know where else to put it.
Randall, instead of showing me where audio listeners can't see what the hell that is, how about you say it out loud? Randall, I'm gonna suplex you.
I didn't know that this was up for discussion. I was just showing you.
Everything is up for discussion. It's a podcast.
You've officially started?
We started 3 minutes ago. I just haven't introduced anybody yet. Oh, it's Zen. Like that's Zen. I saw the X, and I thought heck, my dyslexia kicked in, and I decided hex. Oh my goodness, what a day! Yeah, there's nothing on the news. Yeah, I saw that today.
I don't know if you saw, Anthony, but Capcom put out Resident Evil costumes for Street Fighter V.
Resident Evil costumes for
because
Street Fighter V.
instead of making Marvel 4.5 and putting Wesker in or Ada Wong in or Jill back in, they're like, let me just make costumes for these characters.
What the hell?
It could be worse. They could wait 3 years to put Sagat in.
And it could be even worse if you spend $30 for him and don't even play him anymore.
If the game was better.
If only this podcast was better. On episode 24 of the ADLR Podcast, I'm joined by the Dark Knight himself. He doesn't say anything. Brian De La Rosa. And Kelsey, also known as Weird TV. Also doesn't say anything. I'm sick of all of you.
I said something.
Oh, the whole rigmarole, that's right. If you enjoyed the previous episode or this episode itself, go to patreon.com/ADLRplays. If you want to... Now what, Randall?
You're okay with hearing yourself?
Yes, Randall. I'm a person who adapts. Okay?
Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
How are you wearing a Nike shirt and you're complaining about this? Just do it.
Goodness.
I feel like one of our somebody's emote needs to have the flaming gauntlet, you know, for when the gauntlet gets thrown, because it gets thrown an awful lot in these podcasts.
I mean, my new emote's just fine for that. Hold on. So whenever somebody has an issue, you just put that and you want a question mark.
Oh, I don't know. You got a wrench?
Let me know what's the moves, Jack.
Yo, he's thinking throw wrenches at you in text form.
I was bored. I think it was last weekend.
Now he can threaten you over the internet with a emote.
I think I was I was ranting about Jambi's stream to Kelsey, and I was like, I need to send him my threatening wrench.
Oh my god, that was so funny. He's like, Jambi, I need you to move your cam to the left. Oh, I can't do that because then it shows the wall. No, Jambi, I need you to move your camera on the screen to the left. Like this, move it over. No, because then you can see the wall, Jambi. Okay, let's slow this down. In OBS, I need you to move your cam to the left. But then it shows the wall, Jambi.
I made him a fucking diagram on Paint. I'm putting it in the podcast thing.
Yeah, I remember you sending that to me. God, that was so funny.
I've never been so triggered off of just asking for one thing over and over again.
How long did it last for?
It was like a solid 10, 15 minutes, I think.
At least. At least.
So after the first, hey, we're not talking about the wall, maybe something else?
He's like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm so confused. I don't know what you want me to do.
Jeez.
So then I started jumping in and I chimed in, of course. Had to give him shit about it.
Move your camera. Move your camera. Where are we at? Oh, we still have to talk about that one topic for 20 seconds.
Zordan's topic?
Yeah, Zordan Zed from Angel Grove.
He's not even not even here. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Well,
if he shows up, we can throw it in.
All right. Sounds like something. If you guys want to request a topic, you go to topics.adlrplays.com and you can request a topic that we may or may not get to in the same episode you requested. We'll get it next time. That's about it. This week went by slow. And nothing.
I read one of the news articles, and all I got was Sony pulls out.
Yep. A lot of fucking E3 talk this week. For next year. And future plans for consoles and whatnot. Alright, gentlemen, what did you guys see, hear, eat?
Oh, we went, this past weekend, I bought, Shannon loves football, especially the Cowboys. I don't know why the Cowboys, but she loves the Cowboys.
She from Dallas?
So I bought her for her birthday, back in September. I bought her tickets to go see the Cowboys-Falcons game in Atlanta. We went to see that. That was a lot of fun. Cowboys
you guys
won.
went to the Mercedes Stadium?
Yeah. It is.
Nice.
That stadium is friggin' sweet. It is super nice. There are TVs everywhere. You have to go to the bathroom, there's TVs in there. You getting, snacks, there's TVs there.
Is it live broadcast of the game?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then they have when you're sitting in the stadium, they show all the replays and things up on these massive jumbotron that sits in the circular section at the very top, so that you can see why they threw the flag and where they went down, if they got a first down, all that stuff. It's really awesome.
That's pretty badass. I saw it from the outside when I went to go to Atlanta. That's pretty dope. From the outside, anyway. Who won the game?
Dallas Cowboys did. It was a game of field goals for the first half, and then second half, Cowboys got a touchdown and missed the extra point. Cowboys got another touchdown, and then Falcons got a field goal and a touchdown, and it was tied at 19. And then they only had 2 minutes left, managed to push it far enough down the field that they could kick another field goal and for the win.
Dope. I'm gonna do a quick. I forgot I mentioned this a long time ago. I finished Sharp Objects Season 1.
What is that?
Weeks ago.
I don't even know what
highly
Sharp
recommend
Objects
it.
is.
Huh?
I don't even know what that is.
It's an HBO show. starring Amy Adams as the lead. The girl from It playing a younger version of Amy. Will Bunny says it's a book. It's also a TV show.
How'd you like it?
I loved it. I didn't read the book at all, but the show was awesome.
Does anybody read anymore? I only look at pictures.
If they ain't
Well,
got
Adam,
pictures,
you
I
can't
don't want
read.
it.
That's also true.
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it on here because near the end of the show, there's a bunch of spoilers and plot twists. Highly recommend it. The pacing's a bit slow. Acting's great. Dialogue's fantastic. It's shot beautifully. Give it a go. It's only a season. It's a mini series.
How many episodes?
Or I'm lying. Hold on. Like 8.
Oh, did you ever
I'm
watch
a
the new
liar.
season of Castlevania?
I did not.
I
But
did.
somebody did.
Dude, amazing.
Yeah, 8 episodes. Talk about it.
I think there's like 8 new episodes.
Mhm.
Goes into like a lot of backstory and about how certain things came to be, and then the ending was fantastic. Not gonna spoil anything, but I'm excited for new seasons to come out. They set it up really well. Like there was a lot going on, shit goes down, everything's on fire, and then they set it up for season 3. And so I'm really excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah, it's the half the season's just setting up character background and like just making you like understand how the characters are gonna pan out basically, and then the last half is literally just slapping the shit out of everything in front of you. And then the way they set it up was like they set it up for another season and they can kind of do whatever they want. Like they could make it an ongoing show if they wanted to.
That's good. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah,
The
it's
first one
solid.
had a lot of setup, and then like 1 or 2 action sequences. But even those were animated very well. So if they have more of that, then I'm down for it.
The voice acting is still
Yes.
really good. And the one complaint that I have is the same thing from the first season where the animation just looks odd. It kind of looks like Boondocks, but like really slow to me. But besides that, I mean, I enjoyed it.
Sweet, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, you do, because it's pretty awesome.
But what I did watch was Fantastic Beasts 2.
Oh, yes, amazing. Love
You
it.
saw it as well?
Yes, the ending.
Yes.
So I'm not going to spoil anything, but Shannon, I went with Shannon. Shannon's a huge fan of the series and whatever. She's like read everything there is to read about, Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts and literally everything that, J.K. Rowling's ever come out with. And she's like all up on the backstory about Grindelwald and everything else. And I called that shit from like the middle of the movie when he says he's the only one that can. And I was like, okay, I know exactly where this is going. And then at the end, they're like, "What
you
the
guessed
fuck
the plot twist?
Yeah. How did you not know that? Like, as soon as he said that, I was like, this is where it's going. And then he says it at the end, and they're like, what the fuck is this? You can't just drop that shit on people. And I'm like, Shannon, he's lying. Like, you're using somebody. Like, you can't. How did you not see this coming? But she's all up in
I don't know
arms.
much about the series, so.
No, this
the
is all
lore
like new
behind
territory
the
apparently.
Oh, okay.
So there's not much written about it, but she's like, none of this is in the backstory. She's never read anything about this. And I'm like, but I mean, it's all a setup. Like, it was a setup from as soon as he mentions those words. Like, how do you not see this coming?
I don't know. I was along for the ride. That shit was dope.
Oh yeah, the movie
Nice.
was awesome. Ton of backstory while moving forward and really setting up a lot of things. I'm excited.
Yeah, I was the only thing I didn't like was it was supposed to be chasing the hell's his name?
Grindelwald?
Credence?
Mm.
But
Yeah,
he didn't get any like back. He got backstory, but not from him. If that makes sense, like he
Well,
barely on
who he
screen.
is.
Well, he barely had dialogue. Like he He said 2 lines. 3 lines, maybe. And then the chick he was with, I didn't...
Nagini?
Sure.
You know who Nagini
she's at the
is,
carnival.
right?
No, Janiana told me because she's also huge on it. She's also part of the Voldemort squad. But before that, I didn't know that. But yeah, that awesome. The effects were awesome. They do creative shit, especially when they were in the carnival area. The fight scenes were pretty. Were they even fight scenes? Besides the last part, the climactic
yeah, I think
end,
the
I guess.
last part was about it.
The rest was like chasing people. Still funny.
Newt being his standard, awkward self, licking the ground and things.
Even his child actor, or like his younger self actor, was doing the same mannerism and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole movie was really well done. I'm so excited for the next one. It looks really cool. I'm sure Shannon's gonna flip her wig when it comes out.
I think I like this one more than the first one. But yeah, highly recommend it. Go watch it.
What else? What else has even come out recently?
Creed 2.
Oh, Creed 2 came out
today or yesterday.
Nice. I don't know that I ever
they
saw
got
the
out just in
first
time for the Thanksgiving. Like people going to watch movies.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
The fucking roads were like empty today. I don't know what. I thought I was going to work on a Saturday.
It's because everybody. Well, I'm not really sure how. Because I was going to say everybody goes out of town for Thanksgiving, but everybody goes to Florida for getting out of town.
That's true. Maybe because there was no school, so no buses or traffic of people going to schools to drop off their kids. I also got to play a little game called The Messenger over the weekend.
Yeah, we were talking about that last time.
What?
We were talking about it during our picks for the Game Awards.
I can see why it's on those. Oh, did Brian? Oh, my fault. I don't know you were done, Brian. Or like you weren't listening.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I didn't hear you say. Let me know.
Oh, I just took them off. I didn't say anything.
What are we doing?
Got it.
What happened? I missed something.
I didn't see Fantastic Beasts, so I just took my headphones off.
Oh, well, I don't think we said anything that had. I mean,
you never know.
Yeah, we didn't.
All right. I mean, I understand. You don't want anything spoiled because it is friggin' amazing. You don't want to show up me like, fuck, I already know this part because Brian's big ass mouth.
All right, we moved on, Brian. Talking about The Messenger. So, let me see. Let me see when Shovel Knight came out.
Who played this?
I played this. Oh, it came out a long ass time ago. Damn, Shovel Knight. The Messenger had the same. I had the same feeling playing The Messenger, the Shovel Knight. Okay, let me try again. The same feeling I had playing Shovel Knight, the same way as The Messenger. If that was even a proper sentence. The game is a side-scrolling action platformer that has some crazy twists. Merciful Grim in the chat says that's Ninja Gaiden, right? Yes and no. I can't do it with spoiler stuff. The game has a certain point. There's like a plot twist that opens up the game and that switches up the game, and it's very awesome. It's very linear at first, and then it opens up, and it's really pretty awesome. Highly recommend it. It feels fantastic to play. It's very responsive. It's like playing Shovel Knight. Like if you love Shovel Knight, this is gonna be you're gonna love this. The dialogue is pretty funny. Say again.
What did you play it on? So I know where to install it.
I played it on PC. GOG.
Fuck that.
Like
Go
I
ahead.
really like that, companies are branching out and doing their own installer or whatever the hell it is, to hold all the games, but Steam.
Yeah.
Like Steam. Like I'm
Oh, but for
tired of
GOG,
having to
it's
go
all DRM free. Like you just install it.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
I can give you the
I
install
have
file.
GOG. I
Okay.
use it for a lot of games, but it's one of those things that's like I just want one place that I can go and download and install all my games. I'm tired of like buying stuff on Steam, having to load Ubisoft and update all that crap to play the Ubisoft games. Same thing with EA, having their Origin POS. It's gotten a lot better,
Blizzard.
but it's still a POS. And then there's Blizzard. I always knew Blizzard was going to branch off and do their own because that's just
I think they've
what
always
they
had
do.
their own launcher.
Yeah, I mean they've always had their own launcher, even like from the beginning. But I figured they were going to branch off and have like a single spot that you could do it rather than having to like download and install the games and then launch into the same crap.
Gotcha. Yeah,
It's really
the
funny
Messenger's
too
awesome.
because Adam,
Go ahead.
when they started doing all of the, you can download it and download the installer and do the installer. Adam had been doing that for a while because there was somebody who packaged it all together like a third party, and then his account got banned, and so he was like, "The fuck is this?" And then 2 months later they were like, "So Blizzard's now letting you do that." He's like, "What the fuck?"
Did he rage?
Oh, of course. He's like, "Done with
Okay.
Blizzard. Tired of supporting them."
And then cut to Years of WoW.
Years. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I figured.
He played. We played through Wrath of Lich King, which I think was the second expansion, and then he played Cataclysm, and he was done. Mist of Pandaria was garbage, and then we came back for the end of Warlords of Draenor and played Legion for a while. We spent a lot of money on WoW. It's disappointing how much money we spent on WoW. Think of all the time I could have built my car 4 times over the amount of time I've spent playing WoW.
What?
Dude, the game makes you feel like if you're not playing 24/7, you're falling behind. And so you play during the day, you play at night, and then you're like, let's see, it's 1:30, I can go for another hour. I'll just wake up a little bit earlier to get back on.
Jeez. Nah, I'm good. Excuse me. I'll pass on that. Yeah, that's about it for things I consumed. It was basically the Messenger. Oh, and I play a little bit more of Forza Horizon 4. That game's just fantastic.
Everything I did besides what's on there is just old stuff I've done already, so I don't add it.
Did you end up playing
Just
this
an
guy
update.
at 5?
No, I installed it. It said finished, and then I just loaded up Darkest Dungeon. Most of my weekend was literally.
GTA 5 yet? Nope.
I thought about playing it I think it was yesterday, but I was like, let me just watch old Craig Ferguson clips for the rest of the day.
Oh my god! Now you're gonna make me want to watch old.
I was trying to like not do anything involved thinking, because again, it hurts to do that right now. So.
Okay.
So my weekend was
Sounds
literally just wine, listening to Frank Ocean's Blonde on repeat, and then at night I watched Craig Ferguson, and that was what I've been doing.
Craig Ferguson is quick. He is witty as hell, and it's hilarious. Like, I love watching all of the sexual innuendos that he comes up with when he's talking to everybody. Like, there's literally clips, movies about him doing it, and it is absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm. There's a channel that literally just cuts his late night show into compilations. I've been watching that, and I'm about halfway through a 4-hour one of just him interviewing Kristen Bell, because they're like best friends.
Yeah,
I've watched that. I've watched compilations of him hitting on people. I've seen his eulogy to his dead parents. I've just been sitting there watching everything with him on it.
Yeah, Craig Ferguson's the shit. Oh, we got a new follow too, Diego Primo, dude. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, I forgot to update the Twitch title. It's still
loaded up.
episode like
You wonder why you're single.
right.
I loaded up Siege as well. Got to the menu, claimed all my challenges, and got out of the game. Didn't load up one match at all.
So, why'd you load it up?
I was like, I'm gonna play this, and I just claimed all the challenges that I had to do, and then just looked at the menu. I was like, not today, and I just got out.
Okay. Are you just getting sick of the game, or
I didn't want to think.
got it?
And it's kind of that thing where, like, when you know it's big DLC coming out for a game relatively soon, you feel like you're just wasting your time if you're playing it before the DLC comes out. So happened with me in Dragon Ball. When they announce a new character, I look at the game and be like, yeah, but Cooler's coming out next month, so I can't play this now.
Oh, that cooler was already
What does
out.
that have to do?
No, he is, but I'm saying before he was out, that was my mindset.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Like when Broly and Bardock came out and I was playing Broly, and they already had announced the next characters coming out in like 2 months. Like, well, they already announced the next DLC. I can't play the game now. It's just a waste of time at this point.
Oh my god, that was loud.
Oh, yes, I see.
Sorry, I
the
played
game
something
over,
on my side.
Stuff
It
now.
was loud.
There's the icon, Randall, if you wanted to see it.
It looks
If you're
slick.
still alive.
Metal Bunny posted it a little bit earlier.
Oh, I couldn't get it to it. I couldn't do a smooth transition to it. So now I just waited till you get stopped and cut right to it. Diego Primos in the chat, which is 100% Spanish. I can read it more than I can, like, speak it or spell it. Let's go into the news then. First up, Sony is skipping E3 2019. Oh shit, what happened?
Read what
Kelsey in the
wrote
chat says, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Guatemala. Nice.
I can't think of how to say nice in Spanish. I just didn't care. I just put nice. I continue with Sony.
Good. Yeah. So yeah, PlayStation not going to E3 next year. Second, Mammoth. Yeah, Mammoth. Big person to pull out.
Who was the
First
first?
was Nintendo like years ago.
Where they don't go to E3 anymore?
No.
They don't.
have their own
Sometimes they
directs.
have like a small area with one game or something. But most of their announcements are on Nintendo Direct, so they don't bother spending that much cash at E3. And now
It's really
Sony's
not-
next.
Sounds like E3's dying.
There's really no need
I
for it
mean-
now that there's actually your own channels on YouTube or Twitch. You can just show whatever information you want. It's just like
And it's
a
like a-
con, basically.
Yeah, but I mean that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the point of a con. Even with all the stuff that you show on online and whatever, the whole point of a con is to like bring everybody together and get them amped up and excited and really sell whatever it is that you're trying to sell. Unlike Diablo
But the
Immortal.
thing is, like now, yeah, Diablo Immortal. But now they all have their own events. Sony has PSX, Microsoft has XO, and Nintendo Direct just had Nintendo Direct shows. And sometimes they have like Treehouse events and stuff. But they don't really, and they also announce stuff there. So they don't really need to spend a lot of cash at E3 with a big old booth taking up a majority of the show floor. That costs them a lot of money.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, financially, it sounds smarter.
So yeah, these guys are. I don't know what Sony's cooking up, but I can lead right into this. To the rumors of what they might be cooking up. A PlayStation 5.
Ugh.
Ugh, right?
Yeah. Ugh.
Yuck.
I'm so tired
I'm
of
still gonna get it.
consoles.
It's for the exclusives. I was gonna say Randall. because he's just so talkative right now.
Right?
Can't even hear you over him.
He's like the face of this podcast.
Instead of the
Mostly 'cause he's
ADLR
the best
Podcast
looking guy.
logo, to the left, to your right of your screen, I'm gonna put his face.
I'm actually surprised he hasn't done like you have your own chibi version of yourself. I'm surprised he hasn't done one for like all of us on the podcast and just put it next to the logo. I guess.
That would actually be really awesome.
I mean, yeah, you can do that if he wants. He's got other stuff to do.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you. I know you're busy making
Is he,
4K hentai.
Glad I'm not the only one. Randall, if you have anything you want to share, let me hit me up after the podcast. Looking for some new stuff.
For his hentai show, Randall. You really not gonna say anything because you don't want to hear yourself? That's terrible. Just put on the headphones and walk away then.
Why don't you just take your headphones off and then speak and put them back on?
He's gonna be like,
You're gonna interrupt me regardless if you can hear me or not. So.
Johan in the chat's asking if commissions are open. Chris LeBlanc in the chat saying, I'm here to see Randall's intro animation. We don't have that ready. He hasn't sent me the finished product. And he's too busy not trying to hear himself, so he's not going to speak. Horrendous.
You have to get Brian to do audio for it before it can be used.
Brian, we need fat beats.
I'm just
Not
gonna
just
send you the
beats,
sound of distortion and vinyls and just put it together, and that's gonna be the sound for it.
Can you give
I
me
think we
that?
already have a song we can use. CMA has a
What?
song called "You're Free."
No, I'm not putting that on there. I'm not gonna
Well,
be
no,
the
'cause that-
poster boy of You're Free.
Yeah, because I mean all of us are free, and I'll gladly load it up for anybody.
Yeah, see me in Forza Horizon, Brian.
That's what I'm saying. When Smash comes out, if anyone even looks at me wrong, I'm putting the GameCube controller in. I'm giving them the other one.
Oh shit!
Got
So
me
you're gonna
Slow
travel
down,
around with the
Lucas.
Switch?
You putting Cineroar in? Look
dock.
at me sideways again, Kelsey.
I'll put up Lucas. Create geometry in the maps.
If I see you even trying to do up smash, I'm unplugging your controller.
God, I think the two funniest ones playing Smash with you guys with Lucas was creating the geometry on that one map for Bryant and having him just fly off into the middle of nowhere, and then the animation completely finishing and resetting while Adam was on Jigglypuff and still getting hit when he runs into me.
I'm so sick of Lucas. I hope they fucking nerfed him. I hope his up A deals damage to himself.
Pichu still does damage to itself.
That's about normal. I mean, they haven't changed him, right? Or her.
I don't know. Probably frame data. I don't know.
Frame data.
Oh yeah, PlayStation 5 rumored. Some guy on Reddit who got some other stuff correct this year with leaks says the next one's going to have another 8-core AMD, which is pretty in line with what they have this gen. A new DualShock controller with an integrated camera, and then the PSVR 2 is also in development. And you don't have to get like the box that comes with it. It's gonna have enough horsepower to power the PSVR 2. And what else? New PS Move controllers and a glove device that's I'm assuming is for PSVR. I'm probably gonna double down on VR.
I mean, I like VR. I think it's really cool what you could do with it. I just feel like it's still in too early of a stage to really use. But you can't, perfect something unless you work on it.
Yeah, I've used VR as well, and nothing's like I gotta play games on this.
I think it's just because you have to commit to either a console or a PC and then spend more obscene money on something you might not even like.
Well, there's nothing
It's
really
pretty
out right
attainable
now
on
for it.
PlayStation. It's only like
How much is
$200.
it?
$250, as opposed to the 800 HTC Vive or 700, whatever it is.
Speaking of leaks, Dancer and Gunblade job rumored for Final Fantasy XIV's expansion, Shadowbringers.
I don't know what those things are.
Final Fantasy XIV Online. It's the MMORPG.
Like, I've seen him play it. Johan in the chat about it for the audio listeners.
Those are different, just classes. They announced a new expansion for the I think 14's MMO, right? And with that, there's two. They call it jobs, but I think Johan explained to me that they're classes.
Yeah.
So one of them's a dancer, and one of them, I guess, has a gunblade. So like Squall, I think.
Yeah. From Final Fantasy VIII, similar. I think they had a gunblade version in Final Fantasy X too as well. And Dancer was the first time that I saw in Final Fantasy X too. I really don't know much about Final Fantasy XIV, so we'd have to refer to Merciful on this one.
To refer to me, I can tell you, they're pretty good classes. The new DLC is very very sought after. As a Machinist main, highest gear set. I do all the raids in about 15 minutes, so I'm looking for some new content.
But if they're keeping the Dancer true, it's all about status effects and buffing your party and that kind of stuff.
And then Johan in the chat says the expansion comes out early summer. Oh, next year? Holy shit, that's a while. Thought that was in December or something.
Is it a huge expansion? Like, is it something they're gonna add a whole bunch of stuff to? I'm assuming it's like new raids, new content, new everything. Otherwise,
I would imagine they're adding 2 new classes.
Yeah,
it's gonna be huge. Chris says he wants you in your party, or in his party. Sorry.
Party for what?
For whatever party's happening, he wants you there. Right? You just say yes and get in there.
Is this party gonna be in Sarasota?
What the hell do you do in Sarasota?
Your party like
Chris
it's
is moving
1999.
to Sarasota. Rando's the life of the party. We know this. See, he believes in you, man.
One time I saw him steal my girl.
I really liked him in The Green Mile.
Yeah, he was fantastic, dude.
I don't look like him.
What?
Okay.
I don't look like him.
I mean, if you ever smile, you do.
Okay.
Right,
now he's just not going to smile the rest of the time, or he's going to hold his hand in front of his mouth like this.
He doesn't smile on camera.
Has he ever smiled? I think I've seen him smile once in the 9 years I've known him. And I think that was when we were at Tilted Kilt.
Chris in the chat says, Randall healed my urinary tract infection.
What the heck?
Didn't say no either.
Oh my god. We're trailing off here.
Are we though?
Yeah, we are. Most of this new stuff is small stuff anyway. Xbox teasing a lot to share at E3 2019. Which, if I had to guess, it's either the new console, the maybe an Xbox One without the disc reader, sorry, or they're gonna show off Scarlet, which is the streaming one, or maybe all of the above. I guess the hype train for new consoles is starting.
Which one are you on? Sorry, the rumor for
the Xbox One. Yeah.
There's an Xbox rumor as well?
Yeah. That they're going to show a lot at E3 2019.
Oh, okay. Making sure I'm caught up.
So, I don't know what...
A new console tease. Now you can turn a computer into a console.
Now you can turn a console into a computer.
Or you could just go, PC to begin with.
I guess that knocks out both number 2 and number 3 here. Yeah, so a discless version of Xbox. That sounds like my computer. I don't think when's the last time I installed a disc reader?
A disc
A
reader?
CDRW
Oh,
or
so
DVDRW.
speaking of disc readers, so Mom and Adam's favorite movie is Fired Up. Adam absolutely loves that movie and loves to watch it with Mom. And so Mom messaged me
Fired
for his
Up?
birthday and was
Cheerleading,
like,
I think.
"You don't know what Fired Up is?"
No,
It's an
sir.
older-
Is that
Let
the
me
Met cheerleading thing?
Yeah, it's the two like football stars that switch from being football players to cheerleaders, and then they go to some camp with all the girls because they're trying to get with all the girls, and they go to some camp and start competing in cheerleading. But they love the movie, and so Mom messages me and goes, "Hey, can you order this off your Prime account for me?" And I said, "Okay." And she's like, "Just get the DVD." And I'm going, "I don't know that Adam physically has a way to play this." And I was like, I think he has a CD drive, or a DVD drive, but I don't know that it's even hooked up. I mean, like I have two of them, but they're not hooked up in my PC because I unhooked them for other stuff. And then he came down for his birthday and he told me that Mom got him the DVD, and I was like, I told her I don't think you have a way to play it. He goes, I don't. My DVD drive is broken and it's not hooked up in my computer either. He
my
physically
God.
doesn't have a way to play the DVD, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
Wait, he doesn't have the
Didn't he-
Xbox anymore?
Doesn't he have a PS3? Is that you have it?
I have the PS3, and I think he left me his Xbox. I think I
Okay,
have
then
3
yeah, he's-
Xboxes now. That one with the CD drive, we have to smack the top of it to get it to open still.
Jeez. Wait, does he have a laptop?
It doesn't have a DVD. It doesn't have a CD drive. Laptops
Gotcha.
haven't had CD drives in I don't know, like
Quite
6
some
years.
time now.
Yeah, mine doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Mine's
all of
from
them are about
2013.
going super thin and then making the battery life last as long as possible and having the best screen.
That sounds about right. So yeah, I mean, I'm down for another Xbox model. I'm not gonna get it, but
Why? Nobody likes consoles.
why
Like,
am
if
I
you
not
one
gonna
thing,
get it? It's
if
just a
you one
discless
thing-
version of the current content.
You know what else is a discless version of the current content? A fucking PC.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm not gonna get the discless one. Let it out.
I don't
Let it
know.
out, Kelsey.
I don't understand the hype anymore. Like, it was one thing when consoles were the thing to bring home because PCs were super expensive, but now you can build a really nice PC for less or the same amount or less of what you usually buy all the console stuff for, and play like all sorts of stuff, and you're not having to pay for all the online content on top of the the fact that you're paying for an internet bill.
I mean, yeah, those are facts. Nowadays. It probably is cost effective just to get a cheap PC. You can get small cases too. What else on here?
The only good thing about consoles is if you get a disc and you go over to your buddy's house, you can play it. Because you can't really share games. Steam's trying to do some of that with the whole shared library thing, but you can't really share games across the PC.
I mean, if it's DRM free. So if you have GOG, you buy a game there, install it on an external, take it to your friend's house, you can launch it.
I suppose. I mean, I guess you could just log
There's-
into your account on whatever computer too and install stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like consoles anymore. Mostly because it destroys
Yeah.
all the games that, they like released for the console first and then try and do a PC port, and the PC port's fucking horrible because they're using all the graphic engines and things for the console when they should do it for the PC first and then downgrade it for the consoles.
A lot of the stuff that they port over it runs actually pretty well now. Because it's all Unreal Engine or Unity, and that shit just scales. So it's
Well,
not so
hopefully
bad
they've gotten
anymore.
better with it.
It's usually the ones that have like in-house engines are usually the ones to worry about when they're porting it over.
I don't know. Most of the Final Fantasy stuff and anything made by Square usually ports over pretty well. They use their
Especially
they were
recently.
using their white engine for a long time. I think they've since sunset that and started another one. I have to look it up now because it bothers me.
So I read this today. DC has an online poll to see if one of their characters dies on the Titans TV show.
Can it be the whole show?
What is the point of that?
Because Jason Todd was voted in on the comics. You could, when Joker has him kidnapped, you would call in and do a poll to see if Jason Todd survived or not. So I'm assuming they're doing the same thing with this because they think that people care about this show for some reason.
The Streetwalkers.
Like I'm watching a TV show. Don't like you write it, and then I watch it.
Ah, man, don't you remember the Goosebumps series where you could decide your own ending by like reading and flipping to certain pages?
I can play BioWare games for that.
Yeah,
You write
it's
it,
like
and
it's
then I
literally
watch
just an
it.
homage. It's literally just an homage to the comic event
I'll
because
be right
it's
back.
Jason Todd again.
All right. Jason Todd again. What?
It's just an homage because that event happens to Jason Todd in the comics, and that's who it's. That's what they're doing it with in what they're calling a show.
Okay. Well, homage or not, that's okay. Hold on. I'm against it. Man, I'm against that. You against it?
The show looks horrible.
You saw it? It's not even completely done yet.
Saw a little bit of it.
It didn't tickle your oysters.
By the article name, I thought you can vote if like the show ends. So I got excited,
no.
and then I saw it's just the person.
Chris in the chat says, "Randall, please quiet down. I can't hear anyone speak." He put a YouTube link on here. Oh, it's the same video.
Alright, I'm back. Did we move
Where are
on?
we at? Yeah, we moved on.
Is this the same one that's supposed to like? Because I remember in the comics, one of the Robin Hoods dies, and he throws him to the Lazarus pit, and he comes back to be the Red Hood.
Same
yeah,
Robin.
Okay, that's what I
Same guy.
figured. I
Same
was
thing
wondering
they're
if that's
trying
what they
to
were
pull.
gonna do with this.
Well, I mean, it's up to the people watching, I guess, to vote, to decide what to do with him. Which I'm not fully behind. I don't know why he would do that. Where are we at here? What is this? Who put this up here? Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement coming from Amazon.
Apparently, there's not as much information. There's like no information on it in that link. I forgot to remove it, but apparently Amazon has announced at one of their big things that they're gonna have an exclusive announcement about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Uh-huh.
So, but it says that they're not really sure what's going to be in the announcement, but there's going to be a lot of live updates on what's to come.
I don't care.
Okay.
Just put the game out already.
Yeah, like at this point, I've seen like 80
The more they
trailers.
The more they show, the less likely I'm gonna buy it on launch. I'm not even watching the trailers.
Really?
Just stop whoring yourself out there. The name alone should be selling it for you.
Yeah, I don't like how everything is all about hyping it up to the release date, and then the release date's like 9 years away. Like it's really cool if you want to show something just as like a teaser, but then you show 90% of the game, and 3 years later the game actually comes out, and you're like, I've already seen this. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they've shown everybody you're gonna meet, all the worlds. I think comes out in January. Why is there still stuff coming out about it?
Maybe they already.
I mean, it looks
Maybe they
fantastic.
already have the. Maybe they already have the DLC planned, so they're just milking this content because they don't care because they're gonna sell you a season pass that gets canceled.
Oh, they're gonna go the way of Final Fantasy.
That's all this is. It's
I think
like
there was
Final
another
Fantasy
headline.
with.
Go ahead.
with it's just Final Fantasy with Disney.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
wait.
I mean,
What's Final Fantasy with Disney? I'm sorry.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
it's pretty much summed up. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I think there was a headline that I saw on there that they said they were finished with the game or something. They're about to go gold or something. Which I guess makes sense. It's 2 months until release date. So they should be closing up a bunch of shit. Oh, news on Xbox One mouse and keyboard update.
They dropped a mouse and keyboard update today. I guess this was a couple days ago.
Yeah, this is.
But there's a whole bunch of games that are finally available for mouse and keyboard to play with, so that the console players can stop bitching and moaning about how they're getting destroyed by PC players.
It's about time. I mean, they're also using it to sell their own proprietary stuff.
Oh yeah,
here
I
that
mean
they
it's not
have
just for games. Like there's a ton of stuff that it would be a lot easier to use mouse and keyboard with versus a controller.
Because they're also saying they're partnering up with Razer to release like keyboards and stuff dedicated for the Xbox. Like it has an Xbox
Razer.
key, Xbox dynamic lighting. I don't know what that is. Oh, RGB probably. Everything's got to be RGB now.
I don't trust Razer. My mouse triple clicked at some point, so I had to get rid of it. And Razer's the reason why GamerB didn't win Evo against Orochimaru, aka Momochi, so because his stick malfunction.
That's
I
terrible.
don't trust Razer.
I haven't
Little
used
PR
Razer in
frustration.
years. The mouse was just too small.
What do you use now?
The Logitech G series, G400s.
Gotcha. I'm a SteelSeries user myself.
Yeah, I use the.
Nerdy
I
talk.
think that's what my headset is, or was. Maybe this is a different one. But I moved over to the Logitech series because the mouse itself was just physically bigger, and my hand fit better on it, and was it moved a lot better.
Gotcha. What else? Assassin's Creed has an update? What is this?
Yep, they updated because a lot of people were complaining that they were using certain gear just because they liked the way it looked better rather than trying to upgrade or use a different piece of armor. And so they've added in
Gotcha.
a visual customization where you can, if you found the piece of armor, or if you've had it in your inventory at one point, it'll collect the visual for it so that you can wear whatever armor you want and transform it to look like however you want.
Oh, okay. Cause I've been playing a little bit of that over the weekend too. Honestly, I'm still in the Project Stream beta thing. And yeah, being able to select what you want to look like would be nice. Cause I just put on whatever has the highest stats. So my guy looks like a jumbled mess.
I finally got one of the legendary sets for killing off a whole bunch of people, so I've been using that. But keeping stuff upgraded is just ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's what keeping stuff upgraded is ridiculous. Like, it takes so many materials, and you just don't find enough. Like, even breaking down all your old stuff, you either don't have the gold or you don't have the materials for it.
What are you talking about?
Randall was
Upgrading
asking about the
Assassin's
combat. The combat, I think, is meh. I don't like the controls for it.
For
I mean,
Odyssey?
something you get used to. Yeah.
What are the controls?
I just
controls
play
is
it.
like- The controls is like I like doing those pregnant pauses. Like on the controller, RB is light attack, right trigger is heavy attack. To parry, it's LB and RB, and then to pull out your bow is the left trigger. It's really weird, like especially if you're used to Arkham's like scheme, where you use face buttons. It'll throw you off.
The whole combat's trash. I've been building my characters so that either if I don't kill with the assassination, I run away and I shoot you with the bow. And that's why I play,
Is
because
that working?
I'd rather not. Yeah, I'm a god.
I don't feel like the
Alright.
game is an Assassin's game anymore. I don't feel like it's been an Assassin's game since since the Ezio series. Like the Ezio series to me is just the pinnacle. Like they had everything about it. Each new game, the story was great. The upgrades that they did were great. Like all the new features and things that they added in, and like the whatever 3 was, the one with the Native American, like that one was pretty good. It was pretty close to keeping the assassin stuff. But after that, like Black Flag and this and the what was it, Origins, just don't feel like Assassin's games. It literally just feels like I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's just another like an action adventure RPG.
Yeah, that's it. It's not. It doesn't feel like an Assassin's game. Like you have targets. You get to go do stuff. You can assassinate people, but assassination isn't a guaranteed 100% kill on a lot of things unless you go strictly into assassination to do it. And that's like that kind of defeats the purpose of being an assassination game. Plus, they throw you into a lot of scenarios where you can't be an assassin. You can't get that. You don't get that choice of being an assassin versus just kind of like in Hitman, where you can choose to do, you can sneak through things, or you could just fucking blow the place up with however you want to. It's you can do the assassination. Most of the time it doesn't work, and you have to kind of run around and hide and do it again in order to kill things, or you're just thrown specifically into a fighting situation.
I usually
agree.
just
Like
go
I've
for
just
the
multiple times when I'm.
assassinate.
Go
I just
ahead.
go for the assassination anyway. If they survive, I run to a bush. They don't know I'm there, and I try it again.
Yeah, but that's not an assassination game.
Yeah, it's not. I play the game literally because there's not a Diablo 4 or any kind of like autopilot game. I load the game up, have the volume basically muted, and I just listen to music, or I'll watch a podcast, or I'll watch more Craig Ferguson and just play.
That sounds about right.
There's a
Janina
lot
was
of.
playing Spider-Man when I was playing it.
You were
we
playing
should be
Spider-Man
swinging
while
around.
playing Assassin's Creed.
No, Janina was playing Spider-Man.
Oh,
And then I put up the laptop, then they do a project stream and just started playing next to her. Just look up to see all the swinging fun action she was having. And I'm here on my horse. Slowly
that
going
horse.
through town for
look at
some
my
reason.
horse. My horse is amazing.
We got a new follower, Dave Burrows. Appreciate you.
Oh snap! Welcome, Dave.
Yeah, that's about it on news, man.
Seize
There-
characters if you want me to fill more time.
Go for it, man.
Pull up the article. I wasn't expecting it, yes, to be honest.
I mean, if not, whatever. We can look up some. What is it? Would you rather questions, fam?
Let's do that. That sounds fun, and I don't have to read. Oh,
Adam-
speaking of reading, Johan put a topic in for you.
Oh, word. Let's get out here, dude. Papa. He's asking, hold on. This is from Johan, smiley face. From Johan, smiley face. Smiley face, sorry. I don't know what part of the world that's in. He's asking, are you planning on doing special milestone episodes, like 50 or 100, or will they be the same as any other podcast? On mobile, can't type, sorry. I mean, I still got like 20 weeks. I guess we can do something special for 50. What would we do for something special, though? We'd have to do some brainstorming, I guess. But yeah, that'd be dope. Every 50, or maybe every 100.
I don't know what you would do. Usually those podcasts have people in the same setting, and they could do like a drunk podcast or just an AMA podcast. But since you have
Yeah.
a topic discussion thing that you go through in a live chat where you could just answer it, and we're all in separate places, it doesn't make sense.
Probably, I don't know if we should do a drunk podcast. That's not.
I'd have to be over there. There's nothing here.
Oh, you don't have nothing here or there.
No, we finished it.
We'll see.
I think it'd have to bleed into something. It'd probably be drunk podcast, and then we play something drunk or something. Not Mario Party.
Yeah,
I'm
but that
not
wouldn't
playing
make
that.
that's not
That's
podcast.
what I'm saying. But it would probably there's nothing else you would do because you already you already have those criteria filled on your regular episode.
You hear that? We take everything here under the umbrella. Oh, Dave Burrow's from Canada. I forgot to say.
For the I'm getting emotional. For the 50th, you should just leave Randall in front of the camera by himself, and he has to answer everything. The chat asks.
I feel like
An
we should have a
AMA
podcast where only
podcast?
Randall talks.
Oh, how about that, Randall? How about I interview you for episode 50? Like an actual interview.
Why would anyone want to watch that?
I'd want to
Randall,
watch
there's YouTube channels of people seeing people fart.
Yeah, but it's usually of successful, interesting people.
I don't think you know what the internet is.
It's usually people that other people want to know about.
Okay, yeah, there's curious people in the chat. Look, everyone's saying we need this.
I actually get a lot of people that come into my chat and they're like, "Why doesn't that dude talk? You guys don't ever let him talk. He should talk more. Why isn't he
Do you see?
talking? You guys need to be quiet long enough so that he can talk."
Yeah, apparently you're Javi's favorite character. So they said that a long time ago.
Metal asked
That's
you
true.
what you thought of her emote. You never responded. She's kind of upset. I think she's
What?
crying into a can of or a tub of Ben and Jerry's right now.
On
A cup.
Discord, she tagged I think all of us on the emote that she made for Kelsey asking thoughts.
On what?
We all did an inaudible facepalm for the audio listeners.
He said that she wanted thoughts, but he never said on what.
I didn't say anything to it. I said on what? I didn't say anything to it because literally, one, it's not for me, and two, Kelsey said what I was going to say anyway. So there's no point in me writing it a second time.
I mean, I think it looks awesome. I've already gotten a ton of compliments on it. And she was talking about the emote in Discord. The emote that she made for me, the game over.
Oh,
Like, people were actually able to recognize that it said game over, unlike the crap that I came up with. I thought of another one. I asked if she'd make me a 1-up or an extra life version as well. So I just need a third one, which I have no idea what I can do.
Make
Today's
it
a popular day.
negative
We got
wrench.
another follow.
Oh,
Sarah
snap.
_Grim. Appreciate you. Oh shit, dude. We're gonna just shoot the shit here for a bit.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? Let me look up some would you rather questions.
We could
Should we
ask
get some
chat if
naughty
they have
ones,
anything
or-
they want to ask.
Or in chat too, I guess, yeah.
If
Everybody
chat has
just fire
anything they want us
questions
to
off.
talk about, or if they want to ask Randall specifically, since he has not contributed much.
See, this is where you fucked up, Kelsey, because now she has an ego right now, as if I won't load it up. She's saying I'm there here because her emote's attracting people. The fame's getting to her head already.
Should.
You getting gassed
Your
up.
emote's awesome.
No, you have to keep people grounded.
I
No.
see.
What government system do werewolves have? I don't know, they're in a pretty hairy situation.
Alright, would you guys rather swim through 300 meters through shit or dead bodies?
Shit.
Dead bodies.
Because dead bodies include
Dead
shit
bodies.
because you poop yourself before you die.
Well, I mean, there might be poop in there, but dead bodies would be easier to get out of to move out of the way, and it probably wouldn't.
Yes, sure.
It depends on how degraded they are. Probably wouldn't smell nearly as bad either.
Yeah, I'd probably go through dead bodies as well.
I think poop.
Adam,
'cause
Adam
it's-
needs to be in here. Adam has a ton of these. He always, because Adam and I talk about how boring it is to go to sleep. It's such a waste of time, and so he always comes out with it. He's like, "Would you rather? You don't have to. You never have to sleep again, but." And then like has random stuff. Like one was every time you feel like you would normally have, go to sleep, you get zapped shocked like really hard, and you feel it every time. You never get used to it, and then you're awake for it. You feel rested, and you're awake for another 8 hours. So like every 8 hours on the dot, you just get zapped.
I don't sleep, so.
No, I don't want that.
I sent him one because his favorite actor, and you guys should ask him about this. His favorite actor is Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yes.
And I told her, I said, you never have to sleep again, but every time you sit down for a meal, Nicolas Cage is sitting in front of you. Just like he doesn't say anything, but he's just there staring at you, watching you eat.
No, I don't want that either. What was I gonna say? Oh, Sarah Grimm asked a question. Where was it? Where is it? Jeez, I'm missing it. What government system do werewolves have?
That's why I said the hairy situation thing.
Yeah, and then E-Man in the chat says hierarchy, and he wins. So
she answered democratic hierarchy, and that's where his pun came from.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Is that like a pun or something?
That's funny.
All right. If you were reborn in a new life, would you rather be alive in the past or future?
Future. They might have Half-Life 3 then.
No, that's never going to happen. I think the future as well.
Maybe my car will be done then.
Maybe.
Everything feels silky smooth because of whatever the hell's on my hands.
You said it was born.
You know what's in your hands.
You're born in one of those time frames. Or you just travel to one of those.
You're reborn in a new life. So as a baby, you'll be in the future or a baby in the past?
Future.
Oh, Metal's got a question for Randall.
What is it? I have a question for Randall. Come. Okay.
Great question, Metal.
There wasn't even a question mark there.
You might have a question.
What is it? How come Randall always loses to first attempt? Woo, Randall. Handle that.
That's never happened.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's happened in front of people. You just won't admit it.
Sounds like a Whopper story all over again.
I don't remember
What
why.
Did you sigh? Because that means I have to read. I hate reading. I'm lying. I like reading. What happened, bro?
We were staying at a hotel. I don't remember why. And I brought my PS3, You never know when Marvel needs to happen. So we ran a Marvel 3 first to 10, and I beat him. And he's claiming it never happened. When I have witnesses that it happened.
Well, Randall.
Witnesses.
The defense?
I don't remember that.
Oh, you're just denying it.
I mean, he does it with the
Whopper.
Whopper.
He could pull something out of his behind and say, yeah, this happened. I don't remember that.
Randall, I don't have to lie about my ass whoopings, alright?
So if you don't remember it, it doesn't happen?
I'm not... Oh, okay. I'm not saying that Bryant hasn't been a formidable opponent, but he's never owned me.
Hey, we're saying first to 10, Randall.
I don't think he's ever beat me first to 10. I don't think we've ever did first to 10. We just play. This first to 10 is a new thing.
Do you play for keeps?
That's not true at all. Okay, there he goes with his excuses again. It literally first to 10 happened.
When did we ever play first to 10?
Is he deaf or is he just literally deaf? Because I don't understand this line of questioning when I answered this.
All right. We have some actual questions here. Would you rather die from a werewolf attack and come back one, or survive an attack but don't turn into one?
I mean...
What? I mean...
if you
die,
how do you come back as one? Because werewolves aren't, like, undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bite and then you become one. But you have to survive.
Yeah, you have to... Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome to be a werewolf. Live for a long time.
Not
to mention the sweet claws.
I want to be Teen Wolf so I can dunk on everybody. So
Teen Wolf.
yeah.
Hey, Dave, thanks for the follow, man.
So I don't
Appreciate
know. I don't really like any of those options. So I guess I'll survive. No, I'll die. I'll die.
Oh, this is a pretty interesting one. Would you rather run at 100 miles per hour or fly at 10 miles per hour?
Run, like,
Thank you.
like it'd be like if don't get me wrong, I think it'd be awesome to fly, but that's not really a comparison. I mean,
It
you
can
could
be if
get-
you're high enough.
well, yeah, but you'd have to be you'd literally have to be basically in space, and to even have it make sense. Like the only advantage would be that you could go across the sea. Like that would be the only advantage. And if you're running at 100 miles an hour, I'm pretty sure you can actually run across the water.
Even though I think the Flash's power is one of the most boring things ever, I'd probably run a run.
He can, what was it? One of the Flashes can basically exist everywhere at once.
Jeez.
I want to say it's Wally. Wally was
I
like
don't know.
one of the fastest, and then his daughter, I think, is even superior to him. Like she theoretically has no limit because she's basically tied directly to the whatever that stream is that they created.
Speed Force, I think.
Yeah,
it's
the Speed
called.
Force. She's
He
like,
said it's the original Flash. That's the fastest. Or,
no,
to
I'm
answer your
pretty sure
question.
Wally was the fastest.
he just fucking sized you. He said he did it in Kingdom Come.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go a little
He
more
just
about
said,
the next
"Stop
question.
being a faker." That's what he said.
Bye, Sarah. Have a good one.
So, would you rather know how you will die or when you will die?
How?
I want to know when. And after that, Gabby wrote something for Randall, apparently.
Okay, let me get to it.
Trying to get Randall more involved.
I don't care
Randall,
about
what do
how
you
it
think?
happens, because then you're gonna
Be
avoid
paranoid about
certain activities. If you know when, then
Well, I mean, when you know when, you're just gonna try and avoid that date.
yeah, but you
like-
still
it. How you
die
gonna
that
avoid
day.
a date?
Yeah,
Well, you're gonna avoid doing anything on that day. Like, you know, if you knew that a week from now you were gonna die, for whatever reason, you know, you would probably try and sit there and do absolutely nothing in hopes that you can avoid it and still have it happen anyway.
no, it's
But what if
stupid.
that's
If
the
you know it's
date?
gonna happen, yeah, if it's that date, it's a wrap that day. So just do whatever you want.
Yeah,
If
like
you know
if
how
it's
it's
a
gonna
date,
happen,
that
then
means-
like if they say via igloo eruption, then you're just gonna avoid going to any cold place or something like that because it's an igloo there. Where if you know when, you can do whatever you want until that date.
I guess. I mean,
I would
that's
think-
a
yeah,
valid
I would go
point.
with when. Because if it's a when, I think it takes into account what my future actions are gonna be. So if it's on this date, that means it knows I'm gonna try to game the system. I mean, on this day, I fail trying to game the system. Randall, when as well? Would you rather? Oh, hold on. There's a question, right? How much would you charge someone to recreate their entire Twitch theme? Because I would probably do it for $2, so I need an opinion. I mean, that sounds like an offline conversation. That's finances. I mean, you just message each other afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah Grimm left. I'm sorry.
We even
What
called
else?
that
Another
out.
question?
Where are you,
You
bro?
said
My
out
bad.
loud.
Would you
back to
rather be a
regular,
slum
Anthony.
dunk? What, Brian?
I said we're back to regular, Anthony.
Would you rather be a slum dunk god or a 3-point god? Go sports.
I like shooting touchdowns.
I don't know what a slum dunk god is.
I think he.
Would you
he
rather
wrote slum
speak?
dunk.
Huh?
In the question, he wrote slum dunk god instead of slam.
So it's supposed to be slam?
I guess.
Oh, then slam dunk. Where am I at? Would you rather speak all languages or be able to speak hold on. English. Let me try again. Would you rather speak to okay, holy shit.
It's not even
Would you rather
February,
speak
bro.
all languages or be able to speak to all animals? Fuck.
Animals. Free animals. So I can tell Loki to fuck itself. Because we're team napalm here, Kelsey.
Nah, I'm gonna go with all languages.
Okay. So what was the
Randall
question?
Kelsey?
Speak all languages or speak the animals?
Yeah.
Shannon says speak the animals because she hates people.
That's a valid thing.
I keep telling her she needs to do one thing to win me over. Like, she's already at, like, that threshold.
I think I'd rather speak all languages just so that I can understand what Abuela yells at me.
You don't want to understand that.
I do though. You don't know. Have you even met Abuela?
No, I don't think she has.
What? Yeah.
Wait, has she?
She's like 4'3".
No, she
Long
wasn't
gray
there that
hair.
one time. She was in DR when you guys came down.
Oh, she was in the
Oh,
DR.
okay.
She's apparently in the DR. So no.
Oh my god. Would you rather get away with lying every time or always know that someone is lying?
Second one.
What was the question? I couldn't hear it.
Can you get your head in the game?
Trying. There's this thing over
Would
here.
Would you rather get away with lying every time or always knowing or when someone's lying?
Ugh. I'm having shit thrown at me.
We can't
Hey,
promote
bro.
violence.
I think he's not even paying attention, so I'll just explain my answer.
I'd rather get away with lying all the time rather than knowing when people are telling the truth. Because if you know that people are lying to you, would you fucking quit it? Jesus Christ! I'm gonna smack you.
We can't. No, you're not gonna do that.
With love is what he meant to say. You didn't let him finish.
Oh, okay.
That's how I show her love.
Gotcha.
Yeah, domestic violence. I'd rather get away with lying, because if you know that somebody's lying to you, it kind of ruins the relationship.
Johan put out a good point.
Sometimes it's good to have little white lies. You obviously don't want to have like massive lies. Like, yeah, babe, your ass doesn't look fat, but I like it when your ass looks fat.
What are we talking about?
She's yelling.
Yeah,
The peanut gallery's in the background yelling shit. So
Oh,
I don't know
got
why
it.
she won't get on the mic and join in with this stuff.
I think I'm gonna switch my answer to always get like my lies are 100% because you can pick your life. You can tell somebody, yeah, you owe me all your money, and they go, shit, I owe you all my money, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're treating it like it's a superpower?
Yeah. Instead of knowing people lie, because what you know they're lying, and then what's next? Nothing. You're like, don't you owe me your entire mansion? I do. You see?
Yeah, so it's like the vault
I don't know if
codes.
it works like that.
Well,
it
sure.
said 100%.
You could walk into a bank and be like, "Hi, I'm the new branch manager, and I'm here to inspect the vault. We're gonna have to take this money back to be inspected because I think there's been, a case of fraudulent bills circulating into the system." And then you walk the hell out.
You can revolver anybody and say, no, this is legal, and then you'd be like, well, I guess he's right, boys. No jail time.
I don't know if that's what
they
they meant
believe
about that question, but I guess you can go with it.
I mean, like it's a very broad spectrum question. If every lie is believed, you can literally say whatever you want, and it has to be true.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. You guys just fucking MacGyvered your way through it.
Well, Johan's hit what he wrote, so he could lie his way to fame. But the last part didn't have to do with he said didn't die of an overdose. But the first half made me realize that you can just lie your way to any life you want.
He wants to be a drug kingpin.
That's not even a difficult question. Would you rather end the life of a single human being or 100 cute baby animals?
Who's the human being?
Why is it taking you guys so long to answer?
Because
No,
there
it's
are
obvious.
people who love animals, Anthony.
Yeah.
Huh?
Because there are people who love animals.
I understand that, but it's 100 of them versus one person.
What?
Just a
Sorry, I
human
was
being.
distracted. What was the question?
Anthony.
There are
That's
some
what
people
Randall's
who
saying.
care about animals more than they care about humans.
That's what. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill 100 animals that make me smile and make my day worth it. And it's just one person that I already don't like, even though I don't know who the person is.
Oh yeah, I'd sacrifice them.
I don't give a shit who
Yeah,
it
it'd be
is.
just one person. Like, we're like
It's not
billions
even
and trillions
about,
of people
like-
on this planet.
It's not even about the difference between the animals and people. There are so many useless people on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I could lie my way through everything, I'd revolve over most people and say it was legal to do that.
Like what's that? Whatever that dickhead's name is that got the Chipotle manager fired, or Moe's manager, or whatever it was, because they're notorious. They were notorious for doing dine and dash, where they would, get the food and then just run out. And there was a news article on them, and the manager recognized them and refused to serve them food. And so they did, had public outlash and outcries, and then got the manager fired. Has nothing to offer society. Literally nothing. Be the first one on the list.
I gotcha. I think you have a long list.
I do. There's like that
I-
fat kid from class.
That could be anybody.
There are actually only a couple.
Aren't you talking about the
it
Fallout
was-
one?
No, it was in networking. When remember when we crashed the servers because we all logged into the test server at once, and so the next time, is it Daryl? Daryl was like, okay, we're gonna go row by row and log in, and Mike and I sat in the very back as Team Live, and so we were always the last ones to go. But he gets to the guy's row and he's like, okay, you guys can log in. He's like, I've already logged in. And then he's like, oh, well, you're supposed to wait. He's like, well, it worked for me. And it's like, what good are you? What, kill yourself.
Oh, I don't remember that guy's name.
I don't either. I don't actually even remember what he looks like that much. It's just one of those things where you're just like, do you know how to listen? Do you know how to follow instructions? No? Then why are you here?
It's a simple instruction too. Wait. Would you rather have no one to show up for your wedding or your funeral?
My funeral's gonna be lit.
Oh,
There's gonna be
shit.
strippers.
What the fuck? I was not expecting.
There's gonna be strippers, a DJ. Rando's gonna be there.
You're not
dancing
gonna
with
be there.
strippers.
I was not expecting that. My funeral's gonna be lit.
I don't.
my
Yeah,
God.
it'll be my funeral, I guess. I'm not gonna be there. We ain't gonna get lit
Honestly,
together.
I don't know either one.
Straight fire, exactly, Bunny.
So we're just gonna get slammed at your funeral?
Hell yeah,
Okay.
Why don't you
in
just
your
do that
honor.
while you're alive?
because it's illegal.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'd rather not show up to my funeral because I'm not trying to have people sit there and look at my corpse doing the cleanest Melly Rock and then you go home. Just honor me by enjoying your day. Don't sit there looking at a corpse.
Yes, I agree.
No, I'd rather, if I had to choose between wedding and funeral, I'd rather have nobody show up to the funeral, even though it's gonna be lit.
I was not expecting that at all. Okay, Eamon's allowed to talk in your chat again after the last thing he wrote.
E-Man says, I would only need for a tombstone that says, Need for Sleep Underground. Oh my god. Can we get
That
a
is
slow clap?
Awesome.
Hey, look at my wrenches in there.
I love the original Need for Speed games, especially the ones
Yeah.
for the PC. Or Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah, Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2.
I actually didn't like Underground 2 nearly as much. Like, I feel like it was really cool having the more like open area and whatever, but I feel like Need for Speed Underground was done a lot better.
Gotcha. I liked Underground
like
2
that.
because it was open.
I liked Underground 2 because it had Snoop Dogg and the Doors, the Riders on the Storm. But the remix, so that you would hear, I think his name was George Morrison or Jim Morrison, yell, "Now let's ride!" And he goes, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo." But
Freak
if
League.
that
I'd
song
have
was
no-
in it.
Freak League by Petey Pablo from the first one. I did like Riders on the Storm from the second one.
Yeah, Riders of the Storm was. I try to think that was Underground 2. Would you rather have no taste buds or be colorblind?
Whew. That's a tough one.
Colorblind. I like
Yeah.
black and white.
I like the taste of food too much, as my amazing figure shows.
Randall,
Colorblind.
you rather be colorblind?
Colorblind doesn't mean that you can't see colors. You just see colors differently. Like you'll see blue, but it's really purple.
That's a
Or
version
you'll
of
mistake-
colorblind.
You'll mistake orange for red.
Let's rephrase the question. You don't see color. The same way. That's the point of the colorblind in this question.
So you only see in black and white?
Black and white,
Completely fine
monochrome.
with that.
Now what's yours?
That's
No,
goals.
I'm not saying that's not what it is. That's what I'm asking you now.
Oh, I would still pick colorblind.
Gotcha. Okay. And mine's taste buds.
Hey, all you
That's
drink
an
is
easy one for me.
Huel and fucking Monster. That's your diet.
Would you rather
You're
eat
posting-
everything you see or lick everything you see?
Say that again.
To be able to, or
Would
to
you
actually have to do it?
You have to do it. You eat everything or you see or lick everything you see.
Lick.
I don't know that
Not
there's a
gonna
good
eat a whole
answer to
shit.
that.
I'm not
There's
trying to eat the
not.
whole shit.
There's not a good answer to that one.
No, just make it lick. Because you don't have to commit to something that's awful. You just have one lick. You don't eat the whole thing.
I mean, I guess that's true.
But you still have to lick it every time you see it.
But you don't have to eat the whole thing. Every
He,
time.
he has
But
a
if
point.
you
You
eat
can
it-
you literally can go and you're done. You don't have to,
Yeah.
Whatever.
It all depends.
Plus-
I mean,
plus
I'm
again-
picking lick as well. But I'm just saying.
It can lead to some good
devil's
situations
advocate.
because if you see somebody that's hot and you lick them, it could lead to something. If you eat them, guess what?
You're right.
You're wanted for murder. So
Whoa. No one's dead. You can eat a finger.
no, you're right.
Would you rather be in jail for 10 years or be in a coma for 20?
I miss sleep, so I'll go with coma.
I'm going to go for jail. Randall?
Yeah, I want to hear what Randall has to say first.
He said coma.
Why?
Why, Randall?
Have you ever been to jail?
I've been to a
No.
Been
prison.
in a
Yes.
coma?
You've been to a prison.
Been to a
You
prison.
think that you would want to be there for 10 years?
Wait.
Give me time to work out,
You're
get in
falling for
shape.
this. You're falling for this.
No, I've
What
actually
is the
been
prison?
to a prison.
Oh, okay.
I've never been in a prison. Like I've never gone to prison
Oh.
for like, a felony or something. I've been to a prison. I mean-
the argument still goes against you, Randall. Have you been in a coma? You don't know what it's like. It could be a recurring nightmare for 20 years.
Good.
Only time I've ever heard of a coma is the person is like in a deep sleep.
Yeah,
They
and
might
when you
hear
sleep,
voices.
you can have a nightmare that's recurring the entire time because you're in a sleep state.
I think a nightmare is a lot better than what could happen to you in real life in prison.
Would you rather look like a fish or smell like a fish?
Look.
You say look?
Smell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say smell. Cause look, I'd be too fucking funny.
Well, I look like Jay-Z then.
Oh shit! Shots fired.
He's gonna shoot me now. I'm dead. I'm gone. I can reenact the scene
this
from
one's-
Courage the Cowardly Dog, where she throws water on herself to fish on the outside the house.
What the hell is Johan saying in the chat? Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
A horse-sized duck.
Horse-sized duck.
Yeah, I think the one horse-sized duck. Because I can't fight 100 people at once.
Quick side note: they're doing all the Black Friday stuff already for all the gaming companies. World of Warcraft, it's only $20 now instead of 70.
The one game you gotta pimp on here, and it's WoW.
Anthony and or Randall, you can get Detroit for $20.
Oh shit! See, now that's something you gotta pimp.
And God of War is like
Yeah,
$20 too on sale. The new one. So if no one's played that, I recommend.
Would you rather be a tree or have to live in a tree for the rest of your life?
I'm a tree.
Live in a tree.
Have you seen Groot? I'm gonna be a tree.
I'm a tree. That's it.
They didn't say that
Randall?
you were able to be like Groot. They just said be a tree.
Hey! It's my fantasy. Thank you.
So I guess that makes, if you twist it like we did the lie, it works.
Oh, that's too easy. Yeah, no, we're not twisting it. It's just me being silly. I'd just rather be a
Well,
tree.
no, I mean it's another broad spectrum question. You said be a tree. They didn't say what kind of tree. They didn't say that you couldn't have superpowers or grow or be immortal or whatever else. You could be fucking Groot.
No, I want to be better than Groot. I want to be Swamp Thing.
Oh, okay.
You could be
On
like
the whole
Dave
planet.
Bautista and stand there and not be seen by people while you eat chips.
He's
Maybe not a
excellent
tree,
at it.
though.
Did you hear that he went to see Guardians in the Galaxy and he was in like a packed movie theater and nobody recognized him?
Because he's really good at it. And I mean, he probably does he have hair, or is he walking around with a shaved head?
I'm pretty
Yes,
sure he
hair.
has some hair. I think he only shaves it for the movie.
Gotcha. It looks like he's got the
I mean, it's pretty short, but he does actually have hair.
Oh wait, hold on. It's short, yeah, because it's the Infinity War premiere, I guess, and he's got hair. Cool. We'll do like one or two more, and we'll wrap up. Give me a sec.
No.
What the hell you mean? Would you rather wear a push-up bra all day long or stiletto heels all day?
I think I can wear heels.
Stilettos, man. My ass look great.
Stilettos.
Because I can sit down and wear them.
Fam, push-up bra is the easiest thing to wear.
I want to look fierce. I want my red bottoms on.
The push-up bra, like, it's just...
Because you don't have to walk everywhere all day. You can put heels on and sit in your room the entire day.
I already wear a push-up
Oh,
bra,
yeah.
so.
You wear a push-up bra? Oh, okay. I'm like, okay, explain.
Really lifts and separates.
What are they? What? Oh, these are for girls, that's why. What?
No.
This is for couples. For the boyfriend. It'll be random.
Yeah, she was
For the
body
guys,
shaming you
let's get
again.
it. Okay,
Who's
we
body
need some-
shaming?
You should wear
Would you
one
rather
per
be-
bra.
I should.
None of these are any good.
Are you guys going Black Friday shopping?
Not that I know of. And I haven't seen anything that I'm like, I gotta get right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's Fanatical or whatever that gaming site has posted their list of games that are on sale. Blizzard, Ubisoft, EA, I think Steam all have theirs up there. Amazon's got a bunch of stuff already. There's really just no reason to go to a physical store anymore.
No, there really isn't.
Everything
stuff
that
we
I want
buy
to
anyway.
get's not cheap enough, so I'm just going to skip. I already saw the deals.
Would you rather be the richest person in the world or the smartest?
Richest.
Yeah, you can just flip that. If you're
Smartest.
smartest, you can get rich.
Dude, have you not... Bruce Wayne, come on.
Yeah, but if you're rich, you can also
Oh.
become smart.
The hell kind of question is that?
Not really.
Would you rather create history or delete it?
Create it.
You would create it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Live
gonna
in
go with that.
infamy?
But deleting it,
Deleting does
information,
nothing
baby.
but
That's
wipes it
knowledge.
out.
say again?
Deleting it just wipes it out. Creating, you can just overwrite or just make your own story or something. No more slavery. If you're creating your own history, you can right all these wrongs and make your own thing. You can
Right.
have horses with equal rights.
Get rid
I
of
mean, it
the
doesn't
Dark
say any
Ages.
of that stuff, but I guess it's
Push-
open-ended.
Push the world 1,000 years into the future or more.
What the hell is this question? Would you rather grab the front or the back of a girl when invisible?
There you go, Randall. I want to hear your answer first. Mr. What sounds I like big booty ass.
Don't let him shame you, Randall. I like that big booty too.
It technically doesn't say without permission, so you can grab either one.
Anybody else can answer, though. We would have like a dead audio.
I'm just gonna say the back. Provided in my scenario there's permission.
I'm assuming this is permission. We're not going to be out here just
Didn't it
getting
say
a handful.
invisible?
You're invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're invisible.
I think that's the whole point why they say invisible, because you don't have proof. I mean, you don't have
Yeah.
permission.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Oh,
say
that's
without permission. It's open
I
ended.
think that's the whole reason why they said invisible.
No.
Yeah, I think it
You're
is.
just
That should
invisible.
be implied.
No. Implied isn't 100% fact. John would hold hands if he if he was allowed.
Would you rather have... Are you guys answering it? Or no?
I literally already answered this.
There's two people who haven't, Brian.
I mean,
rather
you
just
should already know
be
what my
invisible.
answer is.
What do you mean just be invisible?
Being invisible would be awesome.
That's not the question.
It's not the point.
Where are you right now?
Thinking about running 100 miles an hour. How great a shape I'd be in.
He's
I'm moving
hitting
on
us
to the
with
next
the
question.
duck.
Where the hell was I? I saw a good one too. Would you rather have infinite battery on your cell phone or infinite fuel on your car?
Infinite fuel on the car.
I don't have a
Yep.
car, but that one. I don't need my
That's-
phone. No
that's
one
a
talks to
car
me
one.
on my phone. My phone's only for Skullgirls and Marvel games. I don't really need that.
Yeah. No questions asked or no brainer. Unlimited fuel.
Here's a fucking weird one. Would you rather eat the same food for the rest of your life or never use Instagram again?
Never use Instagram again.
I don't need Instagram.
Yeah, I got that's.
Yeah, Randall. Which one would you pick, Randall?
Really?
He wants to keep Instagram, so he's gonna eat the same thing.
Okay.
Fucking heathen, this guy.
It's too easy. Oh, this is interesting. Would you rather have slow but unlimited internet or paid but limited internet? I guess paid should be fast instead. That's probably a typo.
Slow but unlimited internet, but paid but fast internet.
No, I guess
Paid-
instead of paid, it should be fast. Fast but limited. I guess like a throttle.
Fast. Like, I can't stand slow internet. I still remember the dial-up days. You've got mail. We did.
But what
a
if
whole
you run
bunch
out of
them.
it early in the month?
I mean, I don't know. Depends on how limited we're talking about.
I mean, yeah, there's
You know
some
what?
details missing, but
I'll do unlimited.
yeah, I'm gonna go with unlimited.
Because if it's limited, the one I picked, but it's slow, it's gonna incentivize you to actually do something else instead of relying on the internet or like, loading up YouTube and all that shit, or just trying to play something online. You're gonna get the fuck out and you avoid the whole up scenario.
Right? I might actually get my
I don't
card
know.
done.
You might get your car done.
Though I rely heavily on the internet for doing that.
Okay, this is another easy one. No, I'm not gonna end on an easy one. I'm gonna do one more and that's it. None of these are like that difficult. Oh, this will be interesting. I'll leave it at this one. It's a simple answer for me, but for you guys, would you rather have your brain transplanted into a robot or an animal of your choice?
Robot.
I'm a fucking robot tiger.
All the way.
Robot tiger? You can't fuse it.
I said into a robot, not a robot human.
Oh, you're right.
So I'm a robot in the shape of a fucking tiger. The hell?
Randall?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, dude. We'll end it on that. Start look at the releases.
Ava's on robots, right? They're just like exosuits.
They're suits, yeah. They're not robots.
Ava's?
From Neon Genesis
Oh.
Evangelion.
I was like, I know that word, but I don't remember the context of what that is.
Because I was going to say,
That's fine.
I want to be a Gundam, but I don't want just any trifling ass inside me. And they're not robots, they're just exosuits, basically. You can
Do you guys
continue.
answer? That was Randall that we're waiting for.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You have to pick one.
I go with robot.
Good man.
What a conformist.
I mean, I would have said a shark or something like that, but
Because you like what sounds?
no, because I like sharks.
Oh my god. I would go to releases here. For gaming? Warframe on the Nintendo Switch. Battlefield's out this week. Battlefield 5. What else? Anything here look anything good? Gungrave VR? This game sounds familiar. Did they redo it?
Gungrave. I have to look that up because
Yeah, that sounds.
I'm pretty sure that
familiar.
was a really cool game. I just can't remember.
Do you think of the SNES game, Kelsey?
No, they had one for the PS2.
I think I know what you're talking about. Where you had different type of guns. You had like a ricochet gun with like a green beam and stuff like that.
Yeah, like there was like a ton of stuff that you could do with it. It was
I don't think that's the same game. And I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
well, there is a game called Gungrave for the PS2.
That sounds familiar. For movies this week, we got Creed 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Robin Hood.
I want to go see Ralph. That looks awesome.
Yeah, I want to see all of these movies, but Creed and Ralph probably more than the Robin Hood.
I don't
I
care
just
about
said
the Robin Hood.
Creed
No,
2, Randall.
that's me asking you what we're gonna do about that.
Well, next time use your words. We're on the podcast. Have you forgotten?
Fucking got him.
That man's pointing at my screen. Like anyone else can know what you're talking about.
So what are we gonna do?
I don't know. We'll discuss that off. I don't know,
Oh my
Randall.
god!
Like, what the hell is this issue?
I don't know about you guys, but I really want Randall to talk more. Hear that soothing voice.
He's got the jazz deep
Either
voice.
that or he just needs to sit in the background and
kinda
just do
loud.
nothing but flex.
Oh snap! Like Armstrong from Full Metal.
Yes. The only person scarier than him is his sister, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Actually, two people scarier: the sister and the teacher.
She vomits blood, so she's scary.
Not anymore. She got fixed.
Oh, what the hell?
You don't remember that?
I didn't watch Brotherhood. I watched the original.
Oh, well, you're missing out. Brotherhood's way better.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
I
did
thought about
that.
watching it.
The ending for the original is kind of like the ending for Soul Eater, where they're like anime. What the hell are you doing?
I wouldn't say it's like it. It was just really confusing. It wasn't no bullshit. None of that bullshit friendship shit. It was just like, what? I don't understand. And then they ended it. And then Al was back, so I didn't want to question it.
Yeah, the Brotherhood explains it a lot better. The episodes and everything are a lot better. They still have some things that are similar, and they have some episodes that are basically the same, but it goes into a lot more detail about alchemy and the Philosopher's Stone and everything else. Definitely worth the watch.
Yeah, I second that. Brotherhood, I
Have you
think, is
guys-
a lot better than the first.
Have you seen No Game No Life yet?
No, I have it on there. I just haven't seen it.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I just don't
Yeah, I don't
really
think
give
you
a shit about
understand
anime
how
like
long my
that.
backlog is.
Every time I think about watching an anime, I almost just pull up Cowboy Bebop episode 1.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Have you guys
For
seen
music, go ahead.
sorry, real quick. Have you seen Hero Academy? My Hero Academy?
Hero Academia.
Yeah,
That one.
I'm working through it.
I'm
Okay,
caught up on that.
So, but you've like seen it, so that you know, like the main character.
Yeah.
Somebody posted a picture of him looking at a picture, and it's a 2-frame thing. It's like him looking at a picture, and it says, "I miss you, Dad," and then it shows down. It looks down at the second panel, and it's Spike.
Yeah, Holly sent me that,
Oh,
and I really
wow.
don't like that picture. I don't want Spike to be that little shit's dad. I don't care for him as a character. He just cries and gets stronger and then cries.
I mean, isn't that what
Anime
DBZ
is.
does?
Yeah, and that's why Goku's a little shit that no one will ever like, and he won't ever raise his kids. He has Piccolo doing that for him.
You act like the world isn't spinning because of Goku.
Because of poor writing that always makes him strong for no reason.
There is
that's
a
anime.
reason.
No, it's
He's
just
just saying.
no. So is Vegeta, the person who
Yeah,
should have been
Vegeta
the
gets stronger too.
no. The whole thing's about he should have been the main character. Goku's just some little shit that lands and he's trying to save people, but really everything bad happens because of Goku being alive. Raditz comes to steal his kid and try to fight Goku because Goku's there. Vegeta and Nappa come down because Goku's there. Every problem is because Goku's alive.
What
And
about when
he's
he
a-
was
How
dead?
those stories go.
He's dead, so now it goes down to Gohan. Now it's his weight to carry. And who's training Gohan? Piccolo, his actual father.
You know who's a little bitch? Gohan. Super
I'm fine with
Saiyan
that.
garbage.
All right, so for music this week, I don't see anybody here that I'm probably gonna listen to. Maybe Rita Ora, but
Oh, I did listen to that whatever the thing was that Randall suggested. That was really good.
Dynatron.
Yeah, Dynatron. The escape velocity. That was a really awesome, really awesome mix. It made me feel a lot like because like I really loved the Mass Effect, the original Mass Effect, and like being in the city and being able to look out over stuff, and it made me feel like I was there again, and wishing that we lived in a future where that existed.
Yeah.
hey, you never know. We might be able to like cryo sleep or something.
No, don't mention anything related to Andromeda. Anything that happens in that should never happen to anybody in real life. That game's
I
trash.
still haven't finished Andromeda.
Forget it came
Don't
out.
bother.
Pretend there's only 3 Mass Effect games.
I still haven't finished the second one.
Can you just
Oh my god.
I'm tired of people who haven't even like started the first one or beat the first one or the second one. or has my
Brian is
PS3 at their
jabbing
place.
individuals now.
Yeah, I don't know. And the headache's away, and now I'm just angry.
All right, so anybody got anything to plug? No. Crickets. Kelsey, put that down. For the audio listeners, he put up his unopened Last of Us package.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, E-Man said
Alright.
his phone. That's what he has to plug. His phone.
And on that note, if you like what you've been hearing, seeing both, go to patreon.com/ADLRplay. And
Is there any way you could show your the video I sent you?
no, I don't have the video. I only have it on my phone. I'm not gonna do this.
Next week, Randall's gonna be the
Send me a-
lead. You guys are gonna switch seats, and Randall's gonna lead this whole
Can't you
thing.
just send it to your Google Drive or something?
You hear him ignoring you?
I
Yep.
guess that'll take up bandwidth while I'm streaming. We'll have it. I guess we can show a sneak peek next week or something.
Don't you have like 100 megabit
By
up?
then it should be done. Well, my part will be done. You just have to ask your brother if he wants to do the sound effects and audio for it.
Fat beats. I already told you,
See?
bro.
Doesn't even talk to me directly. I'm not a person. I'm just an audio output to you guys. I'm tired of
Well, you
that
can get
fuss.
the videos and the audio podcast early. You can also go to topics.adlrplays.com. Request a topic. We may or may not talk about it. Like gang affiliation. Still on here.
I was hoping Zed would show up, but he didn't show up today. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. That's about it. Once again, ADLR, Brian, Weird TV, The Dark Knight.
Weird TV.
I don't like that name plug. Kelsey, I'm thinking you need to go back in the lab and rework that.
Well, I sent
We all love you. Goodbye.